you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Lacrosse Ortiz. I'm going to be doing a lot of the tech stuff. Please bear with me, be patient. I am going to do the best I can to try and make sure that this runs as smoothly as possible. And this is Sarah Redcrow. You want to introduce yourself?
Everyone.
And I'm going to pop out for a minute and I will pop back in.
Sounds good. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to have each and every one of you here tonight. So a little bit about myself. When I was younger, I was able to hear spirit. This sounded kind of like whispered conversations that I was listening in on. Growing up, I kind of just ignored it. But like most other mediums that get into this line of healing work, how I got back into it was on November 26th of 2021. My son, my firstborn and only son, ended up passing away from COVID complications. He was 20 years old. I always share a picture of him because he helps me bring your loved ones through. So his name was Jonah. His name is Jonah, not was. But he was my reason for starting this. I wasn't ready to say goodbye, so I learned how to say hello again. I started out with doing meditations, and then I found Hollis's group, Mediumship Communicating with the Dead, Grief and Loss. And I met with Hollis on their discovery meeting. And Hollis gave me the best piece of advice that I still carry, and I will tell each and every one of you, is to trust in yourself, trust in what you believe. And even if you're not interested in mediumship yourself, but I think that still applies to signs. I know a lot of you, and even myself, I was always wondering, well, what is a sign? How do I know my loved one is still here? And the thing is you just got to trust in it. You have to just, if you will have that internal knowing. And the thing that I learned as well is the signs are different. And I think spirit does that to, keep us on our toes and just to let us know that, they're not just one-dimensional. Example, my son, and this was a learning point for me and as well. So I've, since the 26th, for a long time, I hated seeing that number every month. As the days progressed to the 26th, I would relive that awful night. It didn't matter if it was June or July or whenever. I would just keep reliving that. And then I noticed on his Prime Video account, it said Jonah 26. And it was kind of like I was like, wait a minute, that was his favorite number. So that's one of his ways of saying, hey, Mom, I noticed, especially if I'm really in my grief, I'll look and all of a sudden a 26 is there. Not saying that your loved ones are just showing you numbers. It'll be a number of different things. Sometimes you'll see something in the clouds. I shared on the group page how I saw his name in the clouds. But what I'm getting at is you have to trust yourself. And you know what? Even if you say, like I'll say to myself, Sarah, I trust in what you're seeing. I believe in you. So even if you need to say that, whatever your names are, I'll know more once I see the comments, but just trust in yourself. Even if you have to say that, your loved ones are around you. And, yes, their life in our physical realm is done. It does not mean that they're not living their lives on the other side of the veil. And I'm just here to help you say hello, help them say hello. They're just as excited to talk to you. Also, I would love to give a shout out to another mentor of mine, Stacy Siegel Brickley. She again had confidence in me, just like Hollis, and they are both big factors to me being here and having the confidence to help you. So yeah, that's kind of my little introduction. One thing I would just like to say is when we're in a reading together, if something that I say as what I'm hearing from Spirit, if it doesn't resonate with you, please, 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 please don't be afraid to say no, because my goal is to give you the best reading you can get. I don't want to be telling you all these things and then nothing's registering, but you feel like you don't want to say no to me because I don't know if you think it might be rude or something, but no, it's not. And it's not going to hurt my feelings. I'm here to help each and every one of you. So yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of people popping in. We have, I'm trying to get this here. K Marie. Hello, I hope. Oh, there we go. Hello, I hope my brother comes through. On Facebook, we have Dawn Oxford. Hello.
Hello, Dawn.
Kiran, I hope I said that right. Brandy, welcome. Let me see who else. Okay, again, welcome. Terezia, I hope I said that right. Please don't be upset if I didn't. We also have Jacqueline, Nikki, Catherine Campbell, and Julie.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome.
I am so excited for each of you guys being here. So this is kind of new. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for everyone's permission to connect with your energies and to connect with your loved ones. And you know what? Don't be afraid to ask your loved ones, hey, I would really love to hear from you. Can you please join us tonight? Never be afraid to ask them for anything, because they hear and they will help you as best as they can. Kind of like how in life, if you ask for help and we all try to help each other the best we can. So tonight I will be doing spirit-led readings. That just means that whichever spirits or your loved ones want to step forward, we'll do it that way. I'll give evidence, and please don't feel scared to say, hey, I resonate with that. And that resonating just means that I understand what you're giving me, and just go from there and see who I can connect with. my son is here as well, helping guide your loved ones. So I do have an older gentleman stepping forward. I want to put him between 60, 70, between his 60s and 70s. He's about average height, not too tall. I would put him maybe about 5'10", 5'11". He's broad shoulders and he's solid build. That's how he's saying it. He goes, I'm solid. His hair is very dark. I would almost put it a shade, like a dark black brown. He kept it short. He would have the part on, on when I look in the video, it's like a mirror. So his part would be on this side and he would keep his, yeah. Sorry about that. I would put him at an indigenous descent. He's wearing glasses. He has a very nice smile and he was quiet. He was more than happy to just kind of like sit in the background and watch everything. But he would participate in family gatherings. Family gatherings were a big part of him and his upbringing. He is letting me know. I do feel that in life he did go to different powwows. I see the arbor. And for those who don't know what an arbor means, it's just kind of like where they hold space and you can see the stands and the dancers would be in the middle. I do feel that he had either a daughter and possibly a granddaughter who would dance. The daughter he's showing me was a jingle dress dancer and the granddaughter was a woman's fancy dancer. Would anybody be able to take him? Or does any of this resonate? He is showing me that one thing that he liked to do, and he's saying that he liked to do it, but it wasn't necessarily it wasn't a hobby. He did it. He's showing me hunting. I see him on a quad, and I do see a few younger men with him. Oh, okay, Brandy. Okay. Would you understand him going hunting? So I am seeing him and a few younger men with him, and they're heading out on quads. And he knew how to so he is showing me they did get a bull moose. And he's showing me, like when you have to, sorry for anyone who is queasy. He's showing me when they're prepping it. So, skinning. I'm native, so I'm used to this. Brandy, can you take him? He does wear glasses. I feel that he had two specific pairs. So one was more rounder, wire framed. And then one was, it almost looked like a square frame, a darker frame. Okay. And sorry, Brandy, who is he to you again? Your father? So he was really like an outdoor type. You know, I do see him. So how I'm seeing, he's showing me a house and like a big backyard and husband, Brian. Okay. So this house, I want to say that it was more in the country, not in the city. At one corner, I see a couple like old model cars. I feel that he liked to work on them. That was like his, you know, his hobby. He was good at what he did. Um, I also see like a wood pile and a chopping block. So I see him kind of out there and he's chopping wood and stacking it. And he would help anyone, you know. His heart was, he was very kind-hearted. Sometimes people would take advantage of that, but at the same time, he did know how to stand up for himself. And when he realized that those people were just taking and taking and taking, and you know, not even saying a thank you, eventually he would just be like, okay, enough, I can't do this. Would that sound like your husband? So I do feel, I just asked him if his name was Brian, and he just gave me this big toothy grin. Um, uh, he's saying that the best day of his life was when he met you. He goes, oh, he goes, I could get under her skin from time to time, but she always loved me and I loved her. Um, so he's also showing me children. I see two younger boys and two girls, but I feel that the one girl wasn't his child. Do you guys have children? He's making it clear that, you know, he always wanted to teach the children how to live a good life. He says a clean life, like as in, you know, not to waste things and just to be good people. So how he's showing me, we both, he's like kind of standing and he's like looking, reading your comments as well. And as soon as he said, he can sure could get under my skin, he kind of looked down and he's like looking up and he's like, yeah, he's like, I'm sorry. He's saying that he liked to get a rise out of you. He said that he goes, but I didn't like when I pushed it too far because, oh, he goes, she could just give it right back to me. But he's just saying that, you know, he is grateful that you said yes to him to be his partner, his wife, his life, he says. He's playing the song Rocking Years. Okay. So the little how I was seeing these children, because I saw the two younger boys, I would have put them between maybe like 7 to 10. And then the other girl seemed to be around the same age. And then the one girl, she looked to be about like maybe 12, taller, slim build. He's just saying that, you know, everything that you guys shared in life together was beautiful. And he's just saying, Faith was mine. He's pointing to his heart and he says, she came from here. And he's just saying, please let her know. Sorry, I'm getting kind of emotional. He says, please let her know Daddy hears her. So I'm not too sure if she talks to him. He says that I know it's frustrating because I can hear you talk to me, and I know how desperate you guys want to hear me talk back, and I try. But he is there with you, and he loves each and every one of you so much. And he's so proud of where you guys have all come from since his passing. He said he knows it was hard, but he's just saying like how strong you are, even when those moments when you didn't want to be strong, you were. He loves you too, Brandy. So with that, I'm just going to he loves you too. He's blowing you kisses. If you're interested in a more intimate private reading, feel free to book with me. But he loves you all so very much. Please don't ever forget that. And I know you never will. Thank you. So I do have another lady stepping forward. How she's showing me, she's quite slim. She's taller. I would put her about maybe like 5'6". I'm 5'1", so everyone's taller than me. She has a really beautiful smile. Like when she smiled, her whole face lit up. She had the like kind of little crinkles in the corner of her eyes. I do feel that when she realized that she was getting those little, I call them crinkles instead of wrinkles, but she would be like, oh no, oh no. But she was really down to earth. I see her hair. It's what comes to her shoulders. It's I almost want to say like an auburn, but a light auburn brown. Straight hair. Her features were petite. Her nose was thin. She had a full mouth. Her eyes were a little bit deeper set. And they were more of a hazel color. So it's funny because even though she would be like, oh no, my wrinkles, she didn't wear a lot of makeup. So she was fine with putting a little bit of eyeliner. And she's saying to jazz it up, yeah, she'd throw on some mascara and eyeshadow. But even that was really like, it wasn't like those bright colors. She was the most comfortable in wearing just a t-shirt and jeans. And she liked to do a lot of work with her hands. So I feel that at one point in her life, she did like to do woodwork. I'm seeing like a work bench table, And I see different blocks of wood, and she would make tables and even like some decorative things. So I'm seeing her working on a table, and she's carving out the legs for this. She was really good at this. The table, I'm going to just see if I can quickly draw what I'm seeing, because it doesn't do justice for me to just try to explain. And excuse me, my drawing's not doing this table justice either. So, sorry. Oh my goodness. Forgive me. But so it was kind of like this, except for way prettier. And on the legs, they had that intricate design. Would anybody be able to recognize her? She is, I do believe that she was a mother. She's just saying I still am, which that is 100% correct. You are still a mother. I see that she might have had 2 children. One was a little girl that was literally spitting image of her. Her hair was a little bit more on the blondish side, more of a strawberry blonde. How I see this little girl, she looks to be about maybe 9 to 10 years old. She had like some freckles, not a whole lot. She was thin like her mom. The little boy, how she's showing me, he is younger. I would put him between maybe like 6, 7 years old. He had big blue eyes, and his hair was more blonde. The house that she's showing me, it wasn't a very big house. I feel it was like an older model house. I think my life partner is hiding from me. I need to hear. Okay, Monica, honestly, like I said earlier, just ask him if he could step forward, and please, please, please don't think that your loved one is ever hiding from you, okay? Okay, Melissa. I'm just going to try to get a little bit more detail from her. So I do feel that when she passed, she would have been like maybe mid 50s, not quite 60 yet. She looked good for her age. She did have, she's showing me her smiling, so there was a little bit more wrinkles kind of, and little, almost those tiny little ones around your mouth. She was very vibrant personality. So she's also showing me a dog. This dog, I hear her say it wasn't especially, it wasn't like a fancy breed. He was just kind of a mutt. I do feel that it was a male dog. It's a darker coat, kind of scruffy around his muzzle, a little bit longer hair. Would you be able to take any of this, Melissa? I see this dog that would follow her around. She's also showing me that she would often go and she liked picking berries. She was really, really, like I said, down to earth. So again, she's showing me another memory of her and the two children. I see this like it's an older swing set. I hear that it's like creaky when you push it, but she loved pushing the kids on it and just spending time with them. Would you be able to take? No, hers is a little yappy chihuahua. Okay. And how about the children? Would you be able to resonate with that? Sorry, I'm just not seeing if any other comments. Okay. I'll just see if she has anything else to show me. And if no one else can take her, or if Melissa, if it doesn't really sound like her, I'll just ask her to step aside. So she is letting me know that she was a smoker, but had been a non-smoker for the last 5 years of her life. But she kind of took up the habit of chewing gum, kind of like to. She said it was kind of like a replacement, like so. Smoking was kind of her way to relax, but then I think she started having some health issues because of it. So she switched to chewing gum. So she was like always chewing gum. That was like her relax. Would you be able to understand that? Okay. So right now, I'm just gonna ask her to step aside and just see if anyone else would like to step forward. So I do have an elderly woman stepping forward. She had a very bubbly personality. So how I feel that she was a baker. One of her, and I feel this was like her main baked good. I heard she's presenting me with a cake on a plate, and I keep on hearing poppy seed chiffon cake. She's just letting me know that it was a hit, that a lot of people always asked her for that particular recipe. How I see her, she's not that tall. I would put her like maybe 5'2", 5'3" at best. She's letting me know that when she was younger, she did hit 5'5", but with age, she shrunk. And she's saying, it happens, but she's letting me know that she did have knee issues. I do feel that at one point she did have her one knee worked on from surgery, and she's letting me feel lower back pain. So she's letting me know that she was a little bit on the heavier side, but as she got older, she slimmed out a bit. She's showing me, so how I see it, she's showing me that she had like a big family and she was like the matriarch of the family. How she has her hair, she keeps it shorter. It was quite, it's kind of like, I see it as like a gray, but like a silvery gray and some white. She used to like keeping it in curlers, and till she said that it just got easier to kind of have like a shorter hairstyle, especially after like it started getting harder for her to get around. Would anyone be able to take her?
I got to jump in. We're having a lot of activity back and forth. So I'm waiting to see. Okay.
Okay. Okay, Brianna. She just like when she just had a smile on her face like all the time. She was everyone's safe spot, hey? So she is also showing me, like you said, Baker. She had a pretty nice kitchen too. She was very proud of it. And would it make sense that she would sometimes take her baked goods to like farmers market? Yeah. She was saying that at one point she tried like, the curlers, but then she just liked it short, like you said. So I do believe that I have your Nana, because she, as soon as she was looking, did she wear reading glasses? Because I saw her, she was like leaning over, and then all of a sudden she kind of looks to the side, and then she produced glasses and she goes, oh, okay. So she's waving and blowing kisses at you. I hope you can resonate. She also had quite a big vegetable garden. And just like she was a good cook, like not just a baker, but I'm seeing her gathering like vegetables. I see peas, I see corn, not corn, carrots, sorry, and potatoes. And I see her like cutting it up and putting it in a, oh, okay, that makes sense. So I also see her like making soups and putting them in different containers, which would make sense how you said she fed the town. She, would you understand that she knew her herbs and she knew how to, she was kind of like a natural, like she's saying that she didn't like turn her nose up at like modern medication or anything, because she did have that understanding of some illnesses you had to have modern medicine. But she's also letting me know that she knew what type of plants and that could like help as well. Okay. She's just wanting to let you know that she's so proud of you. She's have you been kind of following in her footsteps? And I'm not too sure if you, because she keeps on bringing me back to her home and I see the big garden. So how I'm seeing this home, I see in the front there was different flowers and everything, but in the backyard it was quite a bigger backyard, or at least to me it looks big. Okay, that's perfect. And do you is this home still in your family? Or I'm trying to figure out if she's showing me this, but also like as a reference to like you. I'm a holistic healer for, oh, that's so beautiful. She's saying that, yep, she's on the right path and she's so, so proud of you that you're doing good and you're helping people. She is saying for you to keep that natural balance, doing holistic healing, and also, but don't have, it's like almost she's saying like have like kind of a respect for both, that they both can coincide with each other. She's letting me know that, a lot of times with people who are into holistic healing, it's good, but sometimes they forget that even like modern medicine is also good. And she goes, sometimes they find themselves in a jam when they don't want to go to the doctor when it really needs a doctor. Would you understand? And I'm not too sure if she's meaning that she might have been a midwife or if she's referring to you. She is saying that she did assist in some births, and I'm not too sure if you're kind of going on that same path as her or if it was something that you thought about. Her home, my aunt still has it, but she destroyed it, unfortunately. Okay. She's saying, that she loved her home, but she's saying for you that you can make your home like her home, and home is not a place, but it's where your heart is. And she is saying, I'm not too sure if you're having some issues with your aunt, but she says, just be gentle with her. I have a feeling that your aunt might be a little bit stubborn. Your Nana is saying pig-headed at times. Oh, wow. Okay. That is awesome. She was just a beautiful soul. Like, I feel that it's definitely a healer personality. And she says that my girl has that too. Don't be shy. So I'm not too sure if you're shy, but your Nana's saying, don't be shy. You got this. She is showing me that. So when our loved ones on the other side want to reference either future or past, they usually show me them putting their hand like either this way or bringing it back this way. And how I'm seeing it right now is you come from a long line of healers, because I see your Nana and then I see all these other women. She says that you're doing beautiful work and to keep it up. And she's so, so proud of you. And she is with you. Do you hang different herbs? So I'm seeing, it looks like a kitchen, but I see, it almost looks like a hanging rack, and I see different herbs. I can smell mint and some rosemary and some that I can't really say which they are. So I'm not too sure if that's what you're doing or that's something that she did. But if that was something she did, I feel that she is suggesting that you do that as well. She loves you so much. And Do you have a daughter of your own? So she is mentioning to keep the tradition alive, and to just teach. I feel that when you were younger that she taught you as well. So I'm just gonna thank her for oh. I'm just gonna thank her for coming forward tonight and for her beautiful message. Your son, he likes to get into mischief. He's a free spirit. That's what she says. She says your kids are lovely, lovely. And she said, I know that it's always been women for us, but don't be afraid to teach your son a thing or two. Oh, she's with you every step of the way. She goes, he might give you a run for your money, but he's a good-hearted boy. He's just a kid. So with that, I'm just going to leave you with her love. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, please, everybody be patient. I am trying to get everything in as fast as I can. So if you hear anything that resonates, please be patient. I will get your comment up as soon as I can. So, yeah. But
And you're doing a wonderful job, so thank you.
I'm over here like, oh my God.
That's okay.
Oh.
So I do have another gentleman stepping forward. I do feel that even though his inner self was quiet and reserved, but he had this way of just being louder than life. I do feel that he did enjoy country music. When he's letting me know that when he was a teenager, he didn't. He was all rock and roll, But I feel he grew up in a smaller town where country music was more the norm, and he said that he adapted. So, how I'm seeing him, he's tall, so I would put him about 6'2". He was fit, in good shape. His hair, it's a almost like a dirty blonde. He has it's where it's a little bit long, not too long, kind of comes below his ears. It had a little bit of curl to it, not much. He did have a mustache. His nose was very narrow, straight. His eyes, so they almost look, they're a lighter version of hazel. At times with certain lightings, they would look almost like a blue-green. And then in darker, they would look a little bit more darker, hazel, but not dark. He's showing me him wearing a white cowboy hat, and it has a black band around it. He is wearing blue jeans. I see him in cowboy boots. He has, it looks like a plaid shirt, but the arms are ripped off. He kind of liked to have like his collar open a little bit. I feel that he liked to go dancing. I do feel that his occupation, that he was a truck driver. How old is he? So when he was showing me him, I would have put him early to mid 30s, but I do feel that he passed in his later 40s. He is showing me that he owned a pickup truck. So this truck, it was an older model. It was red. He did like to go fishing. So he's showing me him throwing like his tackle box, fishing rod in the back, and he would just kind of take off. So the reason why I say small towns and that is because how I see him driving out, it's more of a dirt road. At times he is also at times he would like to go a little bit faster to make the dust blow back. Would you be able to understand this? He is showing me him with an older woman. I do believe that this was his mother. He was somewhat of a mama's boy. He, is really respectful. I feel that he was like he would help anyone and everyone. I do feel that his sense of humor was a little bit on the sarcastic side. Like he thought he was funny, but some of the things that he would say was other people would be like, really? I keep on hearing him say, I was just a good old boy. Would anybody be able to resonate with him? So he's just bringing me back to the trucking. I do believe he did long hauls. I feel for a lot of his career he did long. Oh, sorry. Okay. So Deanna, when except the age, is it the younger version he's showing or when he passed? I do feel that he did look a little bit younger than what he was. Like I said, he was in good shape. So he was just letting me know that he did do long haul for a long time. He's saying that, but when his children were born, especially his first, I feel that he might have almost missed their birth. And that's when he decided to do more like in town, like not going far away. The first birth, I do want to say that it was a girl. I just hear him say she was as pretty as her mama. No. Sorry, Leah. No, he's not acknowledging being a war veteran. I do feel that his manner of passing was due to an accident. I'm feeling it had to do with either his pickup truck. Would anybody be able to take him? So he's also showing me that he keeps on saying, especially on Sundays, they'd go to church and then come back and he would make breakfast. So I see him making big stacks of pancakes, eggs. A lot of them are easy, sunny side up, sorry. Bacon, sausage. He's saying that he wasn't a very good cook, but he knew how to make breakfast. So that was his like happy thing to do for his family as well. He's just saying that he knows that you're always worried. He's saying that he says she was worried that I'd get lost on my way here. He's letting you know that he didn't get lost and he's fine. He says that he is still very much around you. He is also showing me a little boy, and I see this little boy taking like his own fishing rod. I feel that there is a spot close by the home. He says that he's just like me. He's just sending you his love and his gratitude for everything that you did for him. And he says that he goes, I wish that I might have did a little bit more. He says, I wish that I would have took some more quiet moments. But he loves you very, very much. That I'm just going to thank him for stepping forward and see if I have anyone else that would like to come forward. I do have a young woman stepping forward. I would put her in her early 20s, no more than 22 years old. She has long, dark brown hair. It was straight, but then it had a little bit of curl on that bottom. She's showing me she had sunflowers tattooed on the side of her arm. She was tall. She had sun-kissed skin. Just very beautiful. She's showing me her kind of twirling, like she just loved life. She would dance. She's showing me her sitting on a couch with her family. I see another girl, I feel that was like a little bit younger than her. I see a boy who is a little bit older than her. And I see her kind of hop over the couch and right in between them, and she has a big bowl of popcorn. So I feel that that was something that I do feel that these might have been her siblings. And it was just something that they would do. she's letting me know that, she was extremely close with her siblings. There was those odd, like, disagreements and arguments, but for the most part, they got along really well. She's showing me her parents. Her parents, they look to be like in their 40s. Mom is shorter as she gets her height from her dad. Mom kind of had her hair in a longer bob style. She wore glasses. They were darker framed, a square. And dad was taller. She really gets a lot of her features from her dad. So the thinner nose. She had really good teeth. So she's showing me, she's like, they're very white, very straight. Would anybody be able to recognize her? She is also showing me that she did have an ankle bracelet. It was very fine. So how I see it, it's on a little gold chain, very delicate. I see like a little round thing with a diamond, and then it's chain, and then diamond, and it kind of goes around like that. She did like sea turtles. She also is showing me, so I saw the sunflower tattoos, but then she was showing me closer, and it almost looks like sea turtles as well, mixed in. So when she steps close to me, I can like really smell like that fresh laundry scent with, it was like with a hint of like a floral perfume. Would anybody be able to recognize her? So she is also showing me that in high school that she did run track. She was also very athletic. She was I do feel that she did have a younger sister, older brother. Her brother was kind of more on the athletic side as well. I see both of them running together. Her younger sister, not so much. She was more quiet, and I feel that this girl would try to get her younger sister more like out there, more get getting her to, she just says, be a social butterfly. Okay. She also liked to read. So even though she was like very, she was just good in a lot of things that she set her mind to do. She was good at her school. She was, if she just, when she decided to do track and field, she was very good at that. She is showing me her baking brownies. She said that they were a favorite. So her brownies, she would put vanilla, and it almost looks like a sprinkle of nutmeg in them. So Okay, so I'm just going to ask her to step aside and see if anyone else would like to come through. So I do have actually two spirits stepping forward. One is a younger girl. She really had that emo haircut to her. I would put, so she's quite fair skin. Her eyes are light blue. She liked to do like the kohl eyeliner, like kind of around, that smoky eye. I see her. So she's wearing baggier jeans, a tighter black t-shirt, and she would like pair it with a longer sleeve shirt underneath. So this longer sleeve shirt, it looks great, but it has like red striping going around. So how her hair is, it's like very like emo-ish, and it's like bigger, and then she would have a habit of putting like a little pink bow on the side. The young gentleman and I would put her between maybe 16, 17 years old. The young gentleman that is with her, he is also wearing baggy pants, a baggier t-shirt. I do see him wearing with the long sleeve underneath. It's funny because they come in with the song Skater Girl by Avril Lavigne. So and for her hair, it's a dyed black. I don't feel that was her natural color. I feel that her hair was lighter. And for him, his hair almost looks like a reddish tone. He kept it shorter. He almost has kind of like a little bit of a hook nose, like a bump in his nose. His eyes are a brown. He is quite tall. I would put him like 5'12", maybe 6 feet. She's shorter. She's very petite build. Would anybody be able to take them? Oh, your mic is off.
I'm hoping I'm not like losing connections in the comment.
She is also showing me that the times where her arms are more exposed, she would like to wear those. So they're bracelets, but they're like those not elastic bands. I'm trying to think of the name of them, but they're really popular in like the late 90s, early 2000s. So they're neon colors. I see a neon pink, green, and then a couple black and yellow as well, like neon yellow. So I was just asking them the connection between both of them, and I do feel that they were more best friends turned into kind of like high school sweethearts. I feel that they didn't pass together, but not too far apart from each other. So I do feel that they were younger when they passed. She is showing me them at a rave. So I see like all the lights and like they're kind of dancing. she's just saying that, some people like misunderstood her, especially for like the way she dressed and everything, but she was actually really sweet. She's saying that she did do her like rebellious stage and kind of got the attitude, but she goes, "Sorry, mom." She's like, "I love you. Just please know that." So she's making me aware. She's not exactly showing me the manner of her passing, but I feel that she's here for her mom, and I feel that her mom did blame herself, that I coulda, shoulda, woulda, did something more to prevent it. Um, and she just wants you to know that it's not your fault. Joe Jennifer, would she? So she was very petite. Again, I'm just going to recap. She did like Avril Lavigne, and I feel that she kind of tried to model her style and look to Avril Lavigne. She is really pretty, like petite features. Would you be able to understand that? Would you have gone to school with her, like high school? So I'm not too sure if you would understand this. So how she's showing me, like right at the corner, um, it wasn't a tattoo, but sometimes she would draw a little star there. So I'm just going to ask, and this is just a feeling that I'm picking up. Uh, were you the shy girl at school? So I asked this is because I was it looked like a high school hallway. So I see the lockers on either side. I don't know if this will help, but so on one side the lockers um were kind of like this, it almost looks like a gray color, and I don't know why I keep on seeing like orange too, so I'm not too sure if they had. Okay. um Another question, did you wear glasses in high school? So I asked this because she's showing me it's like you guys were passing in the hall, and she's just saying that she okay. She's just saying that she did see you, um but she didn't say hi either because she was just as shy, but she said that she wishes that you would have said hi because she thought you seemed like a very nice person yourself. And she says, "Oh, thank you for thinking of me." Um, I'm not too sure if you know her mom or anything, but she was just saying too, she goes, I would like to say hi to my mom and tell her I love her. She's saying, she's kind of giving me the sign. She's like, "You rock, Jen." So, but she's just, yeah, she's just wanting you to know that, she's so grateful and thankful that, you sometimes think about her. And it's nice to know. Oh, she's just saying that it's nice to know that, even after her passing, that she wasn't forgotten. Like, I know that her family still holds space for her, but it's nice to know, like what she's saying, it's nice to know that, other people like yourself think of her and, remember her. Um, was there was there like a memorial spot for her? So I'm seeing it looks like a grassy area, and I see kind of like teddy bears and flowers, um kind of like just there. I do see, it looks like someone put like a little wooden white cross. She's just acknowledging that, that was very sweet. I'm not too sure if there was a candlelight vigil held for her, but she is showing me that, and she's acknowledging that, that meant a lot to her. Um, so with that, I'm just gonna tell her thank you. Okay. She's just acknowledging that, she is very grateful for that. I do believe that there is one also for her boyfriend. He was so I'll just quickly bring him up because he is still standing here. He was quiet personality. I feel that he might have got like kind of bullied by, like, I'm hearing jocks, so like more the sport guys. I see him like walking, and they're kind of like, oh, and he likes skateboarding. He was really good into gamer. He was smart. Like, he spent a lot of time on the computer as well. And so how I'm seeing their relationship started, like she saw him being bullied and she was like, hey, no. And then she was like, hey, come with me. And that's how their friendship blossomed and then turned into something more. Um, he's shy, and he's like, he keeps on like looking down, shuffling his feet, and she's just telling him it's okay to say hi. Maybe your loved ones are here too. And if not, she goes, I'm sure. Sorry, I'm putting you on the spot, Jennifer. She's saying, I'm sure that she'll give a message. So he just quietly, he's like, hi. And then I hear him mumble. It's almost like, I'm just like, come on, speak clear. But he's just saying, if you can tell my mom and dad I love them. And then he like raced off. He got really shy, so he turned red in the face. But I'll just leave that with you, Jennifer. Hopefully you can I know you could take her, and hopefully you can take him. I feel that he was a shy person and really kind of kept to himself, except for when he was around her, then he would really open up. He did have a great smile and personality. Okay, see if I can bring anyone else through. So I do have another gentleman stepping forward. Sorry. He was quite tall. I would put him 6'2", possibly 6'3". He was tall. He said that his height would intimidate people. When he was younger, he kind of would like use that to his advantage, not because he was a mean person or anything or wanted to intimidate. It's just I feel that he might have worked in law enforcement, so that big, tall, broad shoulders. He was fit. Um, it helped with his work. He's showing me a woman with him. I don't believe this woman is in spirit. I feel that she was his wife. So she's petite. She would keep her hair longer. It was almost like a honey brown color. It was really nice. She had, or she has, big blue eyes. I'm not too sure if she might have, because he keeps on referring to her as his pageant queen. I do see him in a law enforcement uniform. So he's wearing like a black shirt. It's a short sleeve. I see the stripes. And sorry. He might have worked with a German Shepherd dog at some point in his career. So how I see this is I see him and I see other officers, and he has this German Shepherd dog on a leash, and they're going kind of through a wooded area. So I'm not too sure if it was like a search and rescue type, or they're trying to find someone who is evading the law. Would anybody be able to recognize him? He did have a really good jawline. He's showing me that he would wear sunglasses at times, but he'd put it on his head, like kind of like prop them up. At one point, he tried to grow a goatee and a mustache, but he's saying that he shaved it off because his wife didn't care for it. She liked this clean, the smooth face. Would anybody be able to recognize him? So I don't believe that he passed because of his job. I do believe that he's making me aware. I do believe that he might have passed from an illness. I see him in a hospital bed and with the IV. He's saying that, he did try to hang on for as long as he could because he was worried of leaving his wife and children behind. But he's also letting me know that he is very surprised how resilient his wife was. That, and he's very proud of her being there for their children, even though she was hurting so much. I do feel that where his resting spot is, that she spends a lot of time there. At times he is just letting me know that, she still cries. She laughs. I feel that when she's at his resting spot that she talks to him. He says that he hears her. He does show me that he sits beside her and he puts his arm around her. He goes, it's just frustrating because she can't feel me, but I didn't abandon her. Would anybody be able to resonate with him? Oh, I can't. Your mic is off.
I was gonna say while wait to see if somebody, Joe Jennifer did put a comment. Thank you, gave me peace.
Oh, that's good, Joe Jennifer. Thank you. So he's also letting me know that there are times like his wife, he knows his wife loves him very, very much. And, she'll go and talk about memories with him. And sometimes she'll like laugh at them, but there are times where she gets upset. Okay, Susie. Would he have used, I mean, not used, but would he have worn a type of uniform? So I know when I said law enforcement, I'm not 100% sure if he was like a police officer, but I know that at some point in his life he was very much involved. The uniform is almost like a navy blue. And what other information could you claim with him, Susie? So he's showing me another memory. I want to say that it was a trip that you two shared together. I want to say it's a trip to some kind of travel. I want to say Hawaii because that's what I'm getting. I can see like the leis and I can smell all the different flowers. So he's showing me you two on a beach. You are wearing a bikini and it looks like I don't know the name of them, but you can kind of tie it around your waist, and it looks like a skirt, but it's like one kind of for, I guess, bathing suits. So it looks kind of like an orange in color, and I see different flowers. I see you wearing one of the leis, and he has one on too. He's in swim trunk shorts, and he's wearing like a white tank top. And I just see you guys staring at each other, and he pushes your hair back, and he incorporates one of those like beautiful like flowers. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm just going to ask. Um, Susie, if you don't mind me asking, what was his name? Sometimes if I just ask Spirit if that's their name, then they're like, yeah. So would you understand the term? So he just said, hi, baby doll. You're the love of his life. So when I asked him if his name was John, he gave me like that excitement, tingly feeling. So I do believe I do have your John with you. He's just wanting to let you know that, you're the love of his life. And he's so grateful that you were there with him through thick and thin. And he says that he knows that, especially in the hospital, he goes, she tried to put on such a brave face. And I tried to put on such a brave face, but I was so grateful for her to be there with me. Um, sometimes at the hospital, would you just kind of take quiet moments and like lean against the wall and just kind of be like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is happening? But then try to put a brave face for him. He said that he knew that you're trying to be so brave for him, and he was so proud of you, and he's still so proud of you. And he's just saying, if she is willing to be my wife in this life and the next life and the next life, he would be the happiest man alive on both sides. He loves you so much, Susie, and he's just saying that, he wants to thank you for the beautiful service that you gave him, and thank you for giving. So he's just saying thank you for being there for my mother. He said, she was so strong. He goes, I'm just so proud of her. Again, again, if you ever wanted a more private reading, feel free to book with me. I do feel from him, he was very kind-hearted, but he was kind of more of a private person as well. He says that he has so much more to say. He just kind of wants it for your ears. With that, I'm just going to thank him for stepping forward to, just let you know that he's still very much around you. Thank you, John. And thank you, Susie. It's been honestly a blessing. So I think that's all for tonight.
Okay.
I just want to say thank you again to everyone who joined us tonight. Thank you for trusting me to bring your loved ones through. And I want to say thank you for them for stepping forward. Thank you, Lacrosse, for being here with me. And
my honor. My honor. Beautiful readings.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for my son for helping me as well. How I see it. So my son, it's like he sets up, it looks like a red carpet. So as if you're trying to go into a club or something. He's never been, but he has like the red velvet rope and
doing it with style.
Oh, yeah.
Doing it with style.
So again, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Sorry I couldn't go longer. My throat is getting scratchy.
Yeah. Well, thank you everybody, please. And I know there will be, I think, another one next week. I just want to get my dates right. We will be doing the 21st with Mama Cole, and then Jamie Angel will be on the 22nd. I want to thank you all for being so supportive and so open, and you have a blessed night.
Yes. Bye, everyone. Blessed be.
Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.